Alright guys, so today we're going to be looking at plastic knuckle dusters. But before I get started, if you're going to buy or carry or do anything, make sure it's legal where you live. Okay, so this is a plastic knuckle duster. The one I have here is non-branded and it's a fairly light one, probably not as durable as compared to the more premium ones you can get online for like 50 bucks. But this one is available in Canada right now for maybe $25. So these are not illegal here in Canada since these are not made of metal. The CBSA says that plastic knuckle dusters do not fall within the definition of brass knuckles. So these are legal to own. Now these are pretty cool. It would make a good non-firearm self-defense weapon, but these are not legal to carry because in Canada you're not allowed to carry a self-defense weapon on you or any sort of tool as a self-defense weapon. So you'd probably get into legal trouble if you were searched and you had these on you. So I've heard people say that they're gonna call it a novelty paperweight as a legal defense if they get searched by an officer, but I doubt that it would stop you from getting in legal trouble, and I don't think you can convince an officer that this is a novelty paperweight that you are carrying. All you can do with it is basically just keep it in your house, and if you collect different types of weapons, this is definitely a cool item to have in your weapon collection. One thing that does come to mind when I think of a weapon that can go around your knuckles is if you wear one or multiple rings like this. So someone might be able to use these to their advantage in a self-defense situation, and if the person were to be questioned, you could pretty much say that, you know, you just wear rings all the time and that's it. Another thing that I have here, which is pretty similar, is this right here. They called it an ice scraper when I was purchasing this kit. It came with this stuff. It's a CIA toolkit. They're all made of some sort of hard plastic. I forgot the exact name, but these can get through metal detectors. Same thing with this. I'm not suggesting that you do that, but they can. But this is basically a very similar weapon. You put your finger through it and you can actually use this in a self-defense situation. Now, if this were legal to have in Canada or in another country or state that allows you to use this tool or real brass knuckles as a means of self-defense, then we can kind of go in another direction and have a different conversation and talk more about different ways to carry and use this for self-defense. Okay, so how would we carry this if we were going to use it as an EDC or a self-defense tool? You can carry it in your pocket, obviously. It's really thin, that shouldn't be a problem, but you can also wrap the handle with paracord or anything else that you feel comfortable with. But the thing with, if you have like a thick rope around here, it'll be nice and more comfortable in your hand and it'll hurt your hand less when you actually use it. But for carrying it in your pocket, it might bulge out a little bit and might be a little bit uncomfortable for some people. Just as it is right now, I can easily slip this into my pocket and not even notice that it's there. It comes with a keyring. I took it off of this one. Keeping it on your keys is a pretty good idea because you always have your keys on you and you can kind of quickly deploy it if you carry your keys in your hand. Another couple of options that you have to carry this on you at all times for self-defense is taking a chain and just running it through here and wearing it. Or using some sort of rope or paracord, running it through here, making a necklace out of it, and just wearing it. Obviously, you would tuck it in your shirt because you don't want people to see that. And it's kind of unpractical, but I thought I should just put it out there. The reason I'm saying it's unpractical is obviously you'll have to take off your chain or your necklace and put this over your hand and use it. And that might be a big issue if you're in a situation where you only have a couple seconds to pull out your weapon. So yeah, this might not be a practical option for most people. Okay, so there are a lot of options when it comes to self-defense weapons that aren't firearms. Use whatever you're most comfortable with, use whatever you're confident with, and whatever's legal. So there's the baton. You could have a flashlight on you. You could flash it in someone's eyes, hit them with it. Me personally, if I were threatened with a deadly weapon of some sort, I'd probably just go for my knife. But if I had none of those things on me, and I just happened to have these on me, I would use them. It's kind of an unlikely scenario that I have none of my weapons on me and I just have these. But in either case, just for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you a little bit about how I would use them. Okay, so we're going to go over a couple of ways or scenarios that we could use these. If you know you're about to get into a fight, or if someone pulls a weapon on you or something like that, and if you have enough time to put these on, you can just get into a fighting stance and actually just use them kind of like this. There's no special training required. You just put them on and you can just hit with them like that. Another thing you could do other than straight punches is kind of just hammer fist, just like that, and just use the bottom. I prefer just punching, but if you're more comfortable with just using it in a hammer fisting motion, you can do that as well. All right, so another way that this could play out is if he just wants your money, you could pretend as if you're reaching for your wallet and you'll have the plastic knuckle dusters in your back pocket. So you're reaching for your wallet and then you hit him. So see that he won't be expecting that. Whereas if you have both of these, he'll be expecting it and he'll probably be ready for it. Okay, so one thing to keep in mind, guys, is when you're actually using these, if you're gonna actually practice with them and hit hard, see, just from that, just from those couple of punches, it actually hurt my hand. So be careful when you're using these. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Let me know in the comments what you think of these, and if you would actually use these as your own self-defense weapon. But yeah, thanks for watching.